Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talking the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we split on, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this haunting her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't never if you ain't down to get it. Fuck your vibe if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Get him, bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt.
Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Friday, TGIF. Hi JJ, hi Manita, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
You weren't feeling too good, so I'm glad you're feeling better. Makes me happy.
Thank you.
Yes. I want to say hi real quick. I want to tell Diamond Eyes something, but I'll tell her. Let me just say hello and then I'll tell her what I want to tell her. So, hey, Diamond Eyes. I'm not sure if she'll be here. She's trying, but family husbands come first. They have to. You know what I mean? And of course,
Mm-hmm.
my JJ, my manita. Hey, Celia Ward, my sweetie pie, my New York sister. Hey, Shay, how are you, sweetie? Oh, Shay sent you something. I know Megs is doing that. I know JJ
Mm-hmm.
did.
Yep.
Let me finish and then I'll tell her what I have to tell her.
Okay.
Hey, Welsh Rose, how are you, my sweet friend? I hope that you're well. Hey, Jay Tucker, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Pooch, how are ya? Chilling like a villain, I hope. That's what's up. Even though you didn't answer, but all right. Hey, juror number 6, how are you, sweetie pie? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Jay Tucker, how you doing? I hope life is good. Me? Okay. So, hey everybody, anybody that is, coming in, anybody that is in the bushes, hello. If you are the 4%, stay in the bushes. We peed in there, it's nice and warm for you. Um, but I hope everybody is having a great Friday. Again, TGI Friday. I wanted to say to Diamond Eyes, thank you for everyone that has been sending her things. For those who don't know, she had won a giveaway last June. Never got the prize, and we had heard about it, and we wanted to do something. It is not just for her; it was for her and her granddaughter. So a few people have sent her things. I am going to send her some stuff. Bliss Chris actually cash apped me $25 to add to the box for Diamond Eyes. So it is for Diamond Eyes and for her granddaughter. So I want to know how old her granddaughter is. I'm trying to find that out. I think Megs may have answered me back.
12.
She's
12.
12.
Yes.
Thank you. Because
12.
I wanted to send her some age appropriate stuff. I'm going to send her makeup. She's 12. Listen, they like to play with makeup. So I'm
That's
going to
right.
send her some makeup, but I want to send her some cute little girly things. But I didn't want to send her stuff that was way too young for her, way too old for her. I want to, so that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to always be transparent. I'm going to, with the $25 that Bliss sent me that won't be touched, I am going to go shopping for her on the 21st, and I'm gonna go to Target, CVS, Ulta, all these places. I want to do it really, 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 really cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put a box together. Again, other people have been sending her things, and I think that that's what a community is. That's what people should do for one another. Deborah 17, I am also sending out her box. So I am not a scammer. I'm not gonna, jip anybody. We don't do that around here. I will be
That's
sending
right.
them both out on the same day. I'm gonna make sure everything is cutely packaged and go to the post office and send them both out. So when I do it, the 22nd, I will send Deborah and Diamond Eyes tracking, because when you go to the post office, they do give you a tracking number, a confirmation number. whatever I get, I will be sending them both to them so that they can track the packages. So I just need till the 21st, and I will be sending everything out. Sorry, excuse me. I just want to make sure everything is done right. So
Right,
I
right.
need to say
Well, she says that's so nice that y'all are doing that. Tara should be ashamed of her. Yeah, yeah, girl. Well, we're not fraudulent liars up in here. So,
that. No, we're
you
not.
know, it's just that simple. I
That's
mean,
so awesome, Jay. And I saw Megs did tell her in a, and not trying to shout her out because she didn't ask for this. Let me say
no,
that
she
again.
didn't.
No,
She
she didn't
didn't.
ask for a freaking thing. So I don't want
Nothing.
anybody to come at her sideways or anything. She didn't ask for a thing. We offered it to her, and we're sending it to her. She hasn't asked us for anything. She hasn't done any of that. So I want to make that clear as well. Um, I just can't imagine that. And especially when I heard that there was a little girl that was involved that was so excited. There's just no way. Like I remember
Well,
major and love makeup. What, JJ?
well, I mean, and in all honesty and full
Excuse me.
transparency, we saw for sure through emails that Tyr knew that a 12-year-old was waiting on this. So it's not like it was some big secret or it's for an adult. Although, even if it's for an adult, you don't continue to tell somebody you're doing something and months and months and months and months later
Mhm.
still not do it, but you
Yeah.
know a kid is waiting for it and you still string a person along. It's just sad. And listen, but prices of everything is going through the roof. You know, I had a heart attack today when I saw the new Too Faced Italian Spritz
Yeah, that's a
palette
lot of
for
money, JJ.
$54 for
Yeah, that's
Italian Spritz
ridiculous.
palette.
Yeah.
That's
No thanks.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
that is.
insane. You know, everything is just so costly now. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but and no, no one pallet costs no $100 to send anywhere in the United States. It
No.
just doesn't. So
No.
stop lying. You a
No, because
liar.
you sent something to New Zealand and it costed you
Yes.
$100 and it was a ginormous box. I
Yes,
didn't
a
see it.
big box with
Right.
big heavy stuff in it that included liquids, like all kinds of different
So
products.
much stuff. The box
So much
was
stuff.
enormous. The box was
And it was
enormous. Right.
$108. So there's
Right.
no
Because
way one
no,
pallet
JJ,
costs
you're right.
$100.
Right. Because
So
in the States, it goes by weight.
yes.
So it's, and then plus it was international. JJ sent the international, which
Mhm.
costs a lot more. But state to state, it goes by weight. So a pallet, and anyway, that doesn't matter. If you couldn't do it, listen, again, because everything we say is a problem. Um,
I don't give a
I don't give
fuck.
a fuck.
There's no
I
problem.
don't give a
No.
fuck. Anyway, but I wanted to
No.
say, I don't give a fuck. But what I wanted to say is if you couldn't send it, tell her that. Tell her that. Listen, I'm sorry. I just couldn't send it right now. I apologize, yada yada yada, right? But for you to get an attitude and then say I'm blocking you, it's just fucked up. It's grimy, but we got you, girl. You ain't even got to worry about that. Hi, Viva La Roca, and of course, Mama. Of course, I've been thinking about you, and today I was like, let me check my DMs. I DM'd a few people. Finally, it takes me 3 to 5 business days, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay because I hadn't really spoken to you in a minute, and I got to do at least a weekly check in with my peoples, make sure everybody's good. So you ain't never got to worry about that, Mama. Hi, Diamond Eyes. There you go. I don't know if you heard me, um, but I'm sending your stuff out. I had Bliss Chris send me a Cash App to add some stuff to your box. So I'm going to be sending stuff for you and stuff for your Nana. I wasn't sure. JJ just told me she was 12 years old. So I'm going to send her stuff that is makeup for her to, she's 12. Some people feel, listen, I don't feel like that. There's this little girl that's 6 years old and she's a freaking makeup artist and she's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
Yeah, let them play with
I
it.
want
It
her to
wipes
play with it.
off for
It wipes off.
freaking fuck's
Yes,
sake.
so I'm
I
gonna
mean,
send you stuff for you. I did see that you like neutrals. I saw some neutral palettes. I'm gonna get all of that. I'm gonna hook it up. And like I told you in the email, it's just gonna take me to the 21st. But listen, if I say the 21st, shit going out on the 21st. Okay, you don't have to wait till next June. That's not a thing. So I will be getting everything together. I just want to add to it. I want to put. You'll see when you get it. Anyway, um, but we love you here. And I was just also saying you didn't ask us for anything. I want everybody to know that, and we're not doing it to fuck with somebody else, even though we don't fuck with her. It hurt our hearts. We
Yeah.
are over here. The majority, besides Vera and Patty Brunner, love makeup. They not so much, but everybody else over here, we love makeup, and we're moms. You don't have to even be a mom to know. I never want a kid to feel like that, to be so excited and waiting for something and it never comes. That's no, fuck that. So we're not doing that around here. Them, their parts. Okay. So yes, yes. Shay sent you something. Meg's told me I'm not sure if
Yep.
she sent
She
it.
did. Yep.
Okay. She sent you something. I know J J, you did too, right?
I did. Yes. Yep.
Yes. And me
She'll
and
get
Bliss is
that.
gonna be combined. Me and Bliss are doing it together. Bliss DM'd me last night. I didn't even know. She was like, "Girl, I sent you a cash app for Diamond Eyes. You could put some more stuff in there." I was like, so she sent me $25, and because I'm not a liar and I'm not a scammer, I don't take money that doesn't belong to me. So you're gonna be getting a nice little box, girl. Nice little box, all this stuff up in there. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you like it and I hope the Nana likes it. I'm gonna put a nice little note for her so she could read it. Just, I remember being 12 years old and I just want to make it special for her. That's all.
That's when I got my daughter. I mean, she wanted to start playing with it, and now my Jules is 21, and let me tell you, she can slay some makeup. She's fantastic, and she
Yes.
does it so quick. I'm like, God
Yes.
dang,
Okay.
did that stuff like blend itself? Like, I don't know how she
Right?
does it so fast, but she's amazing with it, and it's just a whole lot of practice, And
Yes.
like
It
I
is. It's
was
just
saying,
practicing. It's just
yeah, I was
practicing.
telling Diamond Eyes, even with like, because she wants to teach her 12-year-old granddaughter, how to do
Mm-hmm.
it and like different techniques and stuff. And I was
Yeah.
telling her like, look, on YouTube has some especially for beginners, how to blend,
Yes.
all of that stuff.
Yes,
Amazing,
yes, it's the
amazing videos.
blending. It's the
Hmm.
blending that's the most important and making sure that you use the right brushes. Because if you use the right brushes, it makes it easier. I mean, any brush will do it eventually, but some brushes you'll have to work harder and longer. Um,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
using the brushes, that's why YouTube is perfect. You watch tutorials, they show you which brushes to use for which things for the crease, and it may be a little boring, but you watch it once, you hear it, you learn it, and it's a bonding experience for you and your granddaughter. You know what I mean? It's something that she loves, something you enjoy. You can bond over it. I think that that's a beautiful thing. I
And
think
that's
that's a
what
beautiful.
she's most excited about in talking to her, is that her granddaughter, will get to
Mhm.
enjoy it. And
Mhm.
I'm excited for that too, because
Me too. That's what she said, that her granddaughter was so
yeah.
excited when she heard, and that affected me. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? To be so excited. So I'm happy that everybody is joining in. That makes my heart so happy. And I
I
know the
know.
Nana, and I call everybody's daughter, granddaughter Nana. That's just how I am. The
Yep.
Nana's gonna be so happy, and that makes me happy. Hey, Patty
Hmm.
Brunner, how are you, my beautiful girl? You're not late. You're not late at all. I saw my Wanda Steves. So I thought I saw, hey, my Pat Wetzel, my beautiful girl. How are you? So thank you guys for being here. Just, hey, Hoggets, how are ya? How you doing? How you doing? So, okay, yeah, so it was on Roadhog's channel where the emails were shown, and that like broke my heart.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And to
Anyway,
be calling her a stalker and like other than like, no, like many, many months later, and she's
thank
still
you.
emailing you, asking you where it's going, and you have the absolute nerve to call her a stalker. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I can't imagine. I
What
can't
the,
imagine.
oh my God, that it's just like almost
Oh wait,
enraging. It's
August said
hard to
something.
believe that people can be that way.
Hi, Amanda. I'm sorry. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Reagan. How are you guys? Sorry if I'm being loud. I forget my mic is right here. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Wait,
It's okay.
I gotta look on my phone. Yeah, because I see something with a membership, but I don't. Did
Oh
she?
yeah. Hoggets is now a member,
I thought
and
she
she
was already.
And Haget's Michelle, she also sent something to Diamond Eyes.
Oh, that's
Yep.
so nice. Thank you. That makes me so
Mm-hmm.
happy. I'm so
Yeah.
happy that you got. Hey, Stephen Crisco, my girl. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member, Huggets. I appreciate you so much. And thank you guys. You know, there is a 12-year-old girl that is involved in this. And I just think that that's
Yeah.
what we
We're
should
gonna hook this little
remember.
girl up. We're
We
gonna hook
are.
her up.
We are. Hey, Vera, my beautiful Vera, working on a project. I understand. There goes my Bliss, Chris. Hey, Bliss, how are
Oh,
you?
Welsh got a membership. Thank you,
Oh,
Michelle.
yay. Wait. Oh, thank you, Michelle, for
Hoggets.
gifting the membership. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, Hoggets. Sorry, doxing
Mm-hmm.
your ass. Sorry about that. Thank you, Hoggets, for gifting the membership. I was just, I know, dox her ass. Sorry. And yay, Welsh, you got the membership. And Viva La Roca, you know I love you, girl. You know I love you, girl. It says turn on memberships. Imagine I get gifted a membership to my own channel. What the hell? Why do they do that? That is so weird. It's telling me to turn on the ability to get gifted a damn membership to my own channel. What the fuck? That'll be a bit much. Like I'll take a membership from somebody else.
Oh.
That's a bit much. That's crazy.
So I got to tell
Yeah.
you what happened today, since
Okay.
this is
Yes.
just a casual chat, real quick. So my
Yeah, oh
husband
yeah,
came
wait, let me
home.
tell them real quick before you tell them. Listen, guys,
Okay.
this is a short live. I pinned to the top um Savage Speaks. Okay. She has a channel. If you aren't subbed, I put in my community post the link to her channel. She is having a live at 7 o'clock, like right after this. So in just Jules fashion, I am the fluffer. If you guys ever watch porn, don't act like you haven't. Don't act
Hmm.
like you haven't. They have the fluffers. You know what the fluffers do. So I am the fluffer. I am the fluffer before the main show. Just Jules says that. Just I stole that from Just Jules because you know I give credit where credit
I
is due.
love it.
So I am the fluffer for Marie for Savage Speaks. She's going
Love it,
live
mama.
at 7. She's about to light YouTube on fire. Because those who may not know, Jen Bailey and Savage Speak have a long history.
Very long.
It actually had order of protection or TPO or something, and she keeps mentioning Savage. You already know, well, you may not know if you keep up with Jen Bailey and all of that. It's still continuing. I'm not really going to talk about Jen Bailey. She's not well, but she also doesn't talk shit about me. So, you know what I mean? That makes it easier. I would never tell anybody else what not to say, what to say on their channel. That's not a thing around them. They're their parts. But we going to be fluffing for Marie because at 7 we are going over to Savage Speaks. So that
That's
is
right.
her live that is scheduled for 7 pinned. If you aren't subbed, please sub. She's almost at 1K. We're trying to get her to 1K. She's hilarious. She
She's
is
so funny. She really is.
hilarious.
And um I think Savage had to get, I think she's one of Jen
Excuse
Bailey's
me.
like first victims, so to speak,
Yes,
online.
yes,
And Savage spent like 3 grand in an attorney and
yes,
everything to go against. So I don't know the full story there. I just know that Savage is hilarious. She's so funny, and I definitely want to watch that. So
yeah,
if she's going to go through the time, that's her plan, I think, is to tell her story and like some
yes.
things that have gone on. And Jen's like, she's to, yeah, like, look, Jen, okay, don't hold this against Cindy because this isn't coming out of Cindy's mouth. It's coming out of my mouth. You're a lunatic, okay? You're a fucking lunatic. Leave people online alone and leave their husbands alone too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just,
That's what I got
yeah,
to say about that.
you guys already know how I feel about that situation. Yeah, what the hell, my glasses. I have a headband on, so my glasses, I'm fighting with them. But again, I don't tell people what to do on their channel, how to feel. Again, it's easier for somebody else to say that when they're not being personally affected. You know what I mean? I'm at the place in time where I'm choosing to ignore all of it. I used to ignore most of it. Now I'm ignoring all of it. Anything that pertains to me, I'm gonna ignore it 1000%. I don't watch it. My friends don't even tell me about it. You know, if I'm tagged
Mm-hmm.
in it, I'll screenshot it and I'm gonna go about my day. Um, because before I thought some things I had to address, and it doesn't matter if I address
Mhm.
it, if I don't address it. People that don't like me are gonna continue to do what they're gonna do.
Mm-mm.
I can't control that.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna control my peace of mind. And for me, ignorance is bliss. Like honestly, it is. I don't want to know about it. I don't watch it. I'm not subscribed. I put do not recommend on any of their channels. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't see it. And so it doesn't affect me. And that's for real. So hey Teresa, hey Rabbit of Chaos, how are you, my sweet girl? So anyway, okay. Wait. Yeah, oh yeah, she really is something else. She really is. And I saw that Welsh, the weaponizing of somebody's baby and the death of their baby. Listen,
Yeah.
it's a whole other thing. I just think that that's gross. Just like JJ was telling me right before this, somebody's trigger warning, the death of their husband that died from addiction. I'm gonna keep it at that. Is being weaponized against them, saying
Yep.
that they caused the death of their
It's
husband who
disgusting.
died to addiction. And I think it's disgusting. If you're fighting with somebody, you don't like somebody, and the person that is being addict shamed, not even addict shamed, being accused of a crime, is not particularly somebody I like, but it doesn't matter. It's disgusting. And if you don't like her, if you think whatever you think about her, that is the lowest of the low. Okay, she lost her husband a few years ago. For you to say that she's the one that administered the hot shot, whatever, is fucking disgusting. Especially coming from somebody who's an addict or was an addict, because whatever, it's disgusting. And I'm so sick of hearing that bullshit. I'm so sick of that being people's shit. To fat shame people, to addict shame people, to all of this shit, I think is fucking disgusting. And people who do that have no intelligent argument, in my opinion. You're a clown, because you can't even have a real conversation or articulate what you don't like about somebody. That has to be your go-to, that's
Right.
all you can say. You're ugly. You have no teeth, or you're fat, or you're a dope fiend, or you're a crackhead, or you're whatever. Shut the fuck up. You're a clown, in my opinion. So, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you. So I got to tell you something that happened today that is
Thank you,
a
Shay.
lot less serious, like a lot less serious.
Okay.
Although
Yes,
if you
please.
ask my husband, he will say it's some serious shit.
Okay.
But I don't think so. So my
Yes.
husband comes home, because I haven't felt good. Like today's like third day that I've not felt like
Yep.
very well at all. Yesterday
Yeah, I
was the
know.
worst.
I know you've been
So
feeling.
today, like I'm feeling a bit more like myself, just not as energetic.
Uh
So
huh.
I'm laying on the couch. My husband comes home for lunch,
Exactly, Shay.
and he's talking whatever. And of course Sebastian, he's right on my lap, sitting, laying next to me, like he's got to practically be inside of
He
me, my
loves his
dog.
mama.
He's
Yeah.
insane, yeah.
Yeah. He loves
So
it.
he's laying there, and then my husband was getting ready to leave to go back to the office.
Yes.
So he bends down like to come over to kiss me, and Sebastian tried to bite him, like grounded him,
No.
was pissed. So I thought, I'm like, you probably just scared him. Don't come at him like that. He probably didn't see you. So he's like, yeah. He bends down or whatever and comes to like kiss me on the head. And Sebastian's still growling at him.
Oh
Like,
shit.
oh. I'm like, nah, you just pissed him off. Don't get too close to me. Don't be kissing me in front of my dog
Right.
now.
That's right. That's right.
He's never done that before. He's gonna be 3 years old. I've never seen him do that. I think he has like, I don't know, anxiety. Anybody gets too close, like he is
Maybe,
such. I
maybe,
have I have two other ones. They're nothing like that. Like they
yeah,
don't want nobody coming near the house. They're gonna bark and
right.
growl, but not
Yep.
their own daddy. Well,
Yes.
no, it didn't
No,
matter. Sebastian wanted
no.
to bite his
Stormy
ass.
does that to me too. With my son, Stormy, if I go into his bedroom and he was in his bedroom and I went in his bedroom and he had like some packages that he had opened, so I went to grab the trash to throw it away and she nipped at me and I was like,
Oh,
I was like, whoa. And he's like, do it again. I'm like, He's like, no, she didn't just bite. She didn't just bite you. Do it again, mom. I'm like, fuck. I do it again. She bites me again. And whenever I get close to him, like if I go to hug him, she nips at me. I'm like, whoa. So they do that. They feel jealous. They don't want anybody around them because Stormy's that way with my son. Like she wants nobody near him, nothing. She gonna be mad tonight because I'm
Oh,
sleeping in his bed. My son's left to Miami.
oh, that,
Miami.
yeah.
Three of my sons, they left
Miami.
early this morning. And I'm telling you, my sons are a piece of work. I tell my sons they were leaving this morning like at 6 a.m., right? So I tell them, make sure, I was telling them Wednesday, make sure you get your stuff ready, make sure your laundry's done, pack your stuff. I was telling them to pack it Thursday because they had to work. I said, you should pack it even Wednesday night. You have to work Thursday. You're leaving Friday morning. Yeah, 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 mom. They go to work. They come home at midnight. Now they're all doing laundry, midnight doing laundry, all this shit, packing up their suitcase. So they're up stupid late and gotta be up at 4 a.m. to be at the airport. It's like I'm like, they don't listen to me. They just really don't listen to me. So they left at 6 a.m. They went, they're in Miami. They video chat with me. They have a beautiful house. It's a whole house. It's an Airbnb. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so funny because it works just like it works here. My eldest son always gets the master bedroom because here in the apartment, my eldest son has the master bedroom. My middle son gets the middle room. My youngest son gets the small room, and it's just like at home. But they each room has like a plus to it. Like the master bedroom has its own little office, its own little
Ooh.
bathroom. Like the master bedroom is fire. The middle room doesn't have a big bed. It has like double beds, but it has all this extra space. And the smaller room is smaller, but it has a full, a big bed, all these windows, just really nice, and a really nice closet. And the house is beautiful. It's beautiful. They have their own little seating areas outside, multiple seating areas. It's a beautiful house. I'm like, damn, you're not gonna want to come home. And then my son shows me the shower, and I'm like, okay, that shower ain't better than ours. Because I told you guys, my son upgraded our bathroom, the main bathroom, and he has this rain. It looks like I showed you, JJ, right? I showed the girls. It's this big square, and it's like rainfall, and it's so amazing, guys. Every day I take a shower, I don't want to get out of there. It's like, oh, but you have to be quick here because it's so much water. It's like rainfall that the water gets cold after a few minutes. So that's the good thing. Everybody has to take. You can't be in there for hours because the water gets cold after a few minutes, but it's amazing. So I'm glad they're having fun. They're out there together. Hey, Angel, how are you? How you doing, shorty bye? So good
Hey,
to see
Stephen Crispo's birthday is tomorrow.
you.
I think it is
No.
tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Oh
Stephen.
my God, happy birthday, my beautiful Steven. Where's Jenny Lee? Oh, hey, Jenny Lee, how are you, shorty? You had to catch the replay. I get it. We're not going to be here long tonight. Like I said,
Yeah.
sorry, JJ. I wasn't sure if JJ was gonna come on because she hadn't been feeling well, so she was playing it by ear to see how she felt today. Even hours before to see how she felt. So I'm glad that she's on, but I'm not gonna keep her on long anyway because she hasn't been feeling well. I've missed her. I haven't really been speaking to JJ. That's how I really knew she was sick. Because I haven't, I've been
I
checking her,
know.
but I
I
haven't
haven't.
spoken to you.
I've been sleeping a lot, and I don't sleep during the day. Naps make me like cranky because I want to
Yeah,
keep sleeping. Then
bad.
like I don't. I'm not one of these people who like could take an hour nap and I'm happy. I'm like, no, why
Yeah,
I gotta wake up after an hour? Sleep.
yeah.
So I never nap during the day. It's very rare. But I've been sleeping so much. It's crazy. But I guess my body just needed it.
Yeah,
So
sometimes your
that's been a
body
good
needs
thing.
it. And JJ,
Mhm.
you do a lot. You're still working a lot and doing a lot, and your body needs it, girl. Like, me too. There's certain days where I don't nap during the day either because then I won't sleep and I go to bed early. Me and JJ, we go to bed early.
We
And if
do.
I nap, it throws my sleep off, and I'm in bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm in
Oh yeah.
bed. So I try not to nap. You know what I mean? I really don't. I keep myself awake. Like yesterday, I was exhausted and it's 7:30 and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's only 7:30." And I'm like I'm like I want to go to bed right now. I was so tired. But I'm like, "Cindy, do not go to bed." I, made myself stay up. I watched some YouTube
No.
and I went to bed. I'm kind of mad because my eldest son, didn't wake me up before he left to Miami, and he's gonna get his ass kicked when he comes back. Boy, you don't get on a plane, you don't get in a car, you don't go anywhere without saying goodbye to your mother. You know what I mean? Like he knows how I am about that. My other son came and woke me up, and he knows better. My eldest son, I was like, boy, how you leave the house to get on a whole plane? And you didn't even wake me up to say, bye, mom, I'm out, I'm leaving, so, but
Oh, I'm sure they're having a good time though. Miami is not like, I don't know. I guess because I'm a Floridian, like Miami is not my favorite place because South Beach is like a little strip. It's not even that big. It's a little strip,
right.
but that little strip is fun. But it's just like one of the, like I could see why
I think that's where they are,
it's,
South Beach, actually.
yeah, yeah, and I could see
Hmm.
why it's fun to like a lot of spring breakers and stuff, and a
Yeah.
lot of spring breakers on my coast because I'm on the West Coast go to Clearwater Beach. That's like the
Oh, yeah,
big,
I've been there.
big.
I've been there.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. That
Hmm.
Clearwater Beach is beautiful, but it's so commercialized now.
Yeah.
So a lot of us Floridians will go to like North Reddington Beach, which is a
Hey,
little
Melanie.
north, or no, a little south of Clearwater Beach, but it's very private,
Mhm.
quiet, and
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
Yeah. Hi, Camden. I love my Camden. Hey, BX, how are ya? How you doing? Good.
Camden! I always want to
Camden.
yell.
Hey, Melanie B. How are you guys? I used to live in South Beach, but I left. Wait, I leave that for the young hotties nowadays. I know my sons are young.
Yeah,
My sons are
yeah.
young, so they out there. They're all legal age to drink, so they're going out there to party. I ain't mad at them. They work hard. They took a vacation. One of my sons, his girlfriend moved out there a few months ago. She's in college, so he goes out there like once a month to see her.
Mhm.
Like a weekend. He takes off a weekend from work and goes to see her at least once a month. But my other sons, they work hard and they went, to Miami. I'm not mad at them. You know what I mean? They're in their 20s, like I said, always working. They saved their money. They went to Miami. I said, have fun. Just listen, use protection. Don't come back here with no damn babies. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Leave with no babies. You better come back with no babies. Imagine get a call some girl from Miami. No, no, I'm trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to hear that shit. I swear to
Well,
God.
I mean, there are some pretty women. Although, let me tell you, like, I guess they'll show you in like commercials and stuff, like like everything you see in pictures and everything is gonna be like all the perfectly like
Of course.
sculpted models, you know. But then like me and my girlfriend will like get on the beach and we're all like nervous, you know, like in our bathing suits and stuff. And we're like, what the hell we nervous for? Jesus Christ. Some of these people, like they don't wear bathing suits for their bodies whatsoever. Whatsoever.
Yeah,
And
I
like
know. I
I'm like,
know.
we're good, girl. We're good. We're real
Yeah,
good out
you
here
are
right
good.
now.
Like, listen, I'm all for body confidence. All for that. Love it.
Yep.
Love to see it, but also don't want to traumatize nobody, especially little kids. Little kids, if you got
Yeah.
some big breast assists, like support them big breast assists. You don't need to be trying to do no damn what was that damn some Baywatch and shit and a breast assist flop out in front of
Right.
some kids. Just
Flopping here, there, and everywhere, dragging in the
everywhere.
sand. They
Fucking
dragging in the
Dr.
sand.
Seuss up in there. Like, no, you know what I mean? A little titty here, little titty there, little titty everywhere. Like, cover up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for it. I'm telling you, I'm all for people wear what you want. You know what I mean? I don't think that you have to be a certain size to wear two pieces, whatever you feel comfortable with. But also when there's kids around, just be a little careful. Just be a little careful. Don't be wearing no damn G string. Your ass is big and voluptuous. Listen, man. Listen, just be a little, just be aware. Just be aware.
Right.
If it's not no grown ass beach, there's kids around. You know what I mean? Like, I know
Yeah, these are
everybody is
public beach. We're
partying
not
now.
talking.
Yeah.
I had no idea when I went to St. Thomas and St. Martin that there is a nude beach. Had no idea. My dumb ass walking along with my friend. I'm taking video, whatever, walking along because we went off from the main group who was like sitting at a beach bar. So we
Right.
went walking down. All of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where are we at? There's like old wrinkly balls like in my face practically. I'm like, why am I, what the hell? Completely nude beach. Completely
Oh,
nude.
I'd have been mad. I'd have been like, this is not what I signed up for. This,
Yeah.
listen, Linda, I did not
And
sign
what
up for
grossed
no
me out,
knee long
what
balls.
really,
No, no.
yes. And what really grossed me out is that there were kids and adults. The kids were not nude, but the adults,
Wait,
some of them
what?
were. Yes. And I'm like, why are the kids subjected to having to see your old wrinkly balls
No,
and your
no, yeah,
boobies where
no.
your nipples are dragging in the
Yeah,
sand?
no, see, I
No
draw the line
one,
at that. Nude beaches,
yeah.
adults, consenting adults, but and listen, and that's another touchy subject, right? Kids' bodies are natural. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Right, right.
Okay? Kids should not learn about sex that way. Like that's not no. They know what their body looks like. They do not need to see aging. No, no. Oh, hell to the motherfucking no.
Yeah, and I know,
No, that's
Camden,
draw the
right?
line.
But you
That's
think
where I
like
draw the line.
European, like I've always heard European, like, the guys, they wear the little Speedos where it's practically a banana hammock, and like the girls might be topless, the women,
Yes.
but
Yes.
like totally nude like
No.
that with kids that are
No.
able to like I never knew
No.
Europeans to
Call
be
me a
totally
prude, but nah,
butt
fuck
ass
that. No,
naked.
no,
It
no.
just
Sorry,
it
but
made me feel very we're like, okay, we're turning around now. Let's go
no.
back to
Yeah.
the bar. We didn't have
Right.
enough
As an
alcohol
adult,
for
if
this
I
shit.
feel uncomfortable, no, no way. No, kids, that's
Yes,
something else. That's
exactly.
something totally different.
Exactly.
Adults, you want to go to nude beach, just expect to see, some low swinging breasts, some low swinging testes, but children, no, that's a whole other factor. You're
Yeah.
fucking bugging. You're fucking
Hmm.
bugging with that one.
Yeah,
I'm
playing
sorry.
in the sand and everything. The kids, they were there just chilling, doing like it was very normal to them. But
Of course.
to us, we
And
were
not
like
trying to shame anybody
horrified.
that's European, that is a normal thing for you. I'm not comfortable with that, and that's why I would never go to one of those. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be a Karenina and be like, shut the beach down. I'm not fucking going, and I would never take my children when they were little. I'm just not comfortable with that. And I'm okay to realize that I'm an American, whatever that means. I'm not gonna go somewhere else and you know what I mean?
Well,
Tell them
we're
how they have
American
to live or
society
whatever, but nah, bro.
is a little more prudish. We are like
Yeah,
women wear their tops, on the beach, and I understand that. And even our bathing suits, I mean, some women will wear a G-string, but not
yeah,
nearly
yeah.
as many as like European. And I don't even like bat an eye at that. I don't
Yeah, I don't
care.
know.
But to me, it was just weird. It
Yeah,
was weird. I will
yeah.
never
I
forget.
think
The
it's
both
weird.
of us looked at each other
I
and
think
we're
it's
like,
weird.
"What the fuck?" Like I know we had some
Tasty.
alcohol, but not enough alcohol that we're seeing shit. I'm
There's
like,
not
this is
enough
weird.
alcohol in the world for that. What the fuck? No way.
I
No way.
know, it was
Listen, I have a
crazy.
lot of self-awareness. I have a lot of self-awareness. If my breasts were ever touching my belly button, them shits would be hidden for life. And that's just me. That's just me. Not telling you, listen, Linda. Again, do what you like. But I'm saying for moi, if my breasts was able, my nipple was touching my belly button, them shits would be hidden in captivity forever. Hey, Stacy Avocado, Stacy Avocado, Stacy Avocado. How are you, Mama? It
The,
won't be
the,
a
is it
selfie
only
time.
me
We
that
don't
does
get
the
to
dance when you
keep
do that? When you do the little Stacy avocado thing? Like I dance. I like
Do
shimmy.
you?
I shimmy. And I'm not even on camera.
No, it's what's funny is that even when I see her in a chat, I swear, I'll write my favorite avocado and I say, "Hey, Stacy Avocado." I'm a weirdo. She can't hear me. I'm in a fucking chat, and she's in a chat, and I still sing it. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm just a weirdo like that. Hey, Sarah G. Orient Beach in St. Martin is a nude beach, really? St. Martin. See, and that's the
That's
thing.
probably where I was.
I would
Wherever it
like to go
was,
to
it was
nude beach.
nude.
I would like to, but not with children, because I wouldn't want children to be traumatized with having to see me. Now, if you adult, you got to be traumatized. You want to come to nude beach here in all my glory, but I don't want no kids to go home and have nightmares about me. Like, girl, no, no, no. Be like, Mom, I saw I saw SpongeBob for real, for real. Like, no, I don't want that shit. You know what I mean? Like, no. Having dreams that I'm fucking SpongeBob with my face. No, I don't want that. I'm not traumatizing no kids for life. But adults, you get what you get, but not with no kids. I just feel like that's a bit much for me. But I don't know. They aren't uptight about, right. That's what I'm saying. We are, right? As Americans, we're very, very uptight about that. And I guess that's what JJ with the heel. And I guess that's the difference. Maybe if I grew up, if I was European, then I would, you know what I mean? Because if you grow up in that, then just like the traditions that I have, my family have, things that I guess other people would find weird that you do in your family or in your upbringing. I guess you're right. Europeans or wherever that is are raised around that. So for kids, it's not anything different. You know what I mean? But if I went there and I brought my kids would, it would be weird to them because that's not a thing. And it's
Yeah.
and I guess Americans are made to feel a little more ashamed of their body because you know what I mean? And I guess that is not a good thing, but I don't guess it is not a good thing. People should feel comfortable in their skin no matter what your weight is. You should love yourself. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I get
definitely. I agree with that, but there's part of me too that is like, but
thank you, sweetheart.
there's nothing wrong with a little modesty either. Like,
Mhm.
there's certain areas of me, okay, that only my husband is gonna see. No beach goer, no
Right,
nothing. Like,
right.
I don't know. And I know that it is just like upbringing and being
Right,
American that we're just not used to that and not
right.
used to, especially when children are involved. It
Yes.
weird, but anyway.
Right. Right. And I think that it is part of my just who I am as well. I just wouldn't feel
Yeah,
comfortable
me
even
too.
being topless. I wouldn't in public. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes where I like to show cleavage. There are certain times where I like to in the summer I'll wear, low rising blouses, but I'm still a little self-conscious like am I showing too much? You know what I mean? When I was younger, in my 20s, cleavage was my thing. But now as I'm older, I'm always self-conscious about stuff like that. And I guess it's your personal expectations. You know what I mean? And listen, if you feel comfortable like that, then you do you. Then you do you.
Right.
Whatever makes you comfortable, whatever makes
Oh,
you
I've always
feel
felt
good.
comfortable showing cleavage, especially after I bought my boobies. I was like, hell yeah, I didn't pay for these things for nothing. So I
And
was
that's
showing
one thing
some
with me too.
cleavage.
I've always loved my breasts. I don't know why this turned into a breast thing, but I've always, never had a problem with my breasts. So they're an asset. They're an asset to me. So I've always liked to show them off too. But I don't know. We just went onto a whole other tangent. I look more like Squidward, skinny as a rail. Listen, Rabbit, I ain't mad at you, right? I ain't mad at you. Thin is in. Thin will always be in, even though we have the BBL thing now. The Cardi B, the
The Kim
Kim
Kardashian who
Kardashians.
started it with the big old booty and
Yeah,
and I mean, I think that was a good thing. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was an
certainly.
amazing thing because as a kid of the '90s, I grew up where like the whole Twiggy
Yes.
and Kate Moss, like they were so thin and they called it heroin chic, where it was
No
just
way.
so
What?
yes, that's what it was called, was heroin chic. It was, they were in the
Just right.
90s and early 2000s, like so thin that it
Mm-hmm.
was like,
Yeah,
you don't remember
you're
like
right.
Nicole Richie and like Paris Hilton and even
Of course.
Lindsay Lohan, all of them
Yes.
were so rail thin, and it
Kate
was
Moss.
all,
Remember Kate
yes,
Moss was so thin, so thin.
right, right. And
Yes.
that was all, and they've all come out with like having, EDs, eating
Yes.
disorders.
Yes.
So I think in a way, having a little meat on the bones made things better,
I
especially for
am mad at you.
teens that are growing, and don't understand yet, don't
Yes,
abuse your body.
I agree.
So
I agree.
yeah.
And I think that's the thing because they were forced by their agents, their managers to maintain this um thinness. You know what I mean? The industry, they weren't allowed to eat, they had to starve themselves, and I think that that's
Yes.
unfortunate. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that modeling and all of this has become more inclusive. You know, even
Yes.
campaigns now, they have full size women that are just as beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
because being full figured was always a thing of you're just not healthy. And I know women that go to the gym and take care of themselves and eat well that are just full figured. You know what I mean? It's not because they just love to eat and are lazy. They're just, again, full figured. And I think that that is the thing that we need to worry about younger girls that don't know any better, and we don't want to push them to have EDs because they feel like they're not going to be the standard of beauty. Or we don't want to push girls to have EDs, or we don't want to push girls to feel like they have to have plastic surgery. Like they have to go somewhere because they can't afford it, here, that they go somewhere. I know people that have gone, I'm not going to say which countries, 'cause I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to disrespect their country, that they have it cheaper. And there's, younger girls that have had cement placed in their rear ends and have passed away. You know what I mean? So on either end of the spectrum, it's dangerous. We need to teach young girls to love the skin they're in. And I think that that's the most important thing. Like, that's how I feel, because I was thin my whole life. And I've shared that I was thin my whole life. 100 pounds, 110 pounds was the biggest I ever got. And I used to always want to gain weight. I hated it. I was like, oh, I'm too skinny. I'm too skinny. And then when I had my last son, that I gained 60 pounds. And then when I gave birth, having this like 140, 145, it was hard for me to carry it. And I struggled. I struggled with who I was, the person I saw in the mirror. And it took therapy to get over that, um, not recognizing myself in the mirror and not liking who I saw in the mirror. And then realizing I don't want to be that skinny for me. I don't look well. When I was younger, okay, but now in my size, I will look unhealthy that thin. 100 pounds is too thin for me, just for me.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter, I remember, that was something that I even worried about when, not so much when she was younger, like a little kid, because she was always very, very thin, but becoming a teenager, I was afraid that she would be, because when I was a teenager, it was like, oh my God, I don't want to gain too much weight. Because, like I said, I
Yeah.
mean, there was no way I was no heroin chic because, honey, I'm Puerto Rican. I like rice and
Mhm.
beans. So that wasn't going to happen. But I worried, like, I want to make sure, is she okay? Is she very confident? And thankfully, by that time, she was more like, no, I love my butt. I love my butt. I love
Good.
my thighs. Like, I'm
That's
like, oh,
right.
thank God, thank God. You love them. Just keep them in your clothes. Don't show
That's
nobody
right.
else.
That's right.
But thank you. I was thanking God that she was not wanting to be like some little waif doing all things like just drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes, which a lot of models do. Black
Yes.
coffee and smoking cigarettes,
Yes.
or other drugs to keep thin.
Other drugs. Yes. Listen,
Yep.
not trying to be offensive, but why do you think that it's called the stem fast diet? Seriously, because a lot of people that do drugs are very, very thin because the lifestyle is always running and you're not eating. Food is not a priority. So you become very, very thin. It's now there's some people that are, heavier, but majority you lose weight. You become very, very thin, and it's the stem fast diet because you're on drugs and you lose a lot of weight, and that's just the fact. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. A Teletubby. Welsh.
what's that,
You're not a
Joe?
Teletubby.
Wow. So you guys, I never heard that heroin chic. I never heard that.
Yes, that was
I
what it
never
was
heard.
called, and it was like in even in all the magazines, like that's what they used to say. It was like people wanted to be heroin chic, you know. And I guess
Yeah,
because when you, I don't know, never done heroin, but I guess you don't want to eat, and it makes you very thin. So
I don't
that's what.
remember that. But I was thin. I was thin, but I was also like 22 years old. So I was 100 pounds, 110 pounds back then. I was really thin, but I did go down to 97. So I guess you're right. But I was already thin. So it wasn't because of that that I lost weight. But I was a heroin addict. You know what I mean? But I had never heard that before. And I remember being so thin and going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade and like, oh my God, I'm too skinny. I'm so skinny. And Alex was like, you're beautiful. You know, you're beautiful. Don't worry about it. And I was really self-conscious. I was so skinny. And I remember going to the parade and this woman stopped me and she was like, can I take pictures of you? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I just want to take, and she took a bunch of pictures of me. I don't even, to this day, I don't know what the hell she took the pictures for. And it helped my confidence. It's like the universe knew how bad I was feeling. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
people that are thin struggle with their weight. It's not only people that are big too. It's people that are super
Oh,
thin
yes, yes, I
that
say that
struggle
all
with
the
that.
time, you know. I mean, I know that people that are heavy don't really understand that, but I can promise you, people that are thinner that want to gain weight and just can't or don't for whatever
Yes.
the reason, medical or their metabolism or whatever the case
Hmm.
are, you know, people that are thin, they feel the same way.
Yeah,
They
I
know,
agree.
you know, when people are looking at them like, what the hell? Why is that person so thin, you know?
Yep. And there was a time where I was so active in my addiction that my breasts just disappeared. And I'm not trying to be graphic, but they were like just empty sacks. And that's when I
Yeah.
freaked out. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
that's what happened to me after I had my daughter, which is why I had them done because they became like nothing. I'm like, what is this? What happened to them? You know? So, yeah, and I'm sure that's why they call it heroin chic. You lose
But
all of
then when I
that,
gained
you know?
weight, they came back. Thank God. They came back. I was worried. I was like, Lord of mercy, my only asset. But they came back. Thank God. It wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't happen naturally. You know what I mean? It was because I was ripping and running. So thank God for that. Shit, Lord of mercy. Can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. Yeah, I do too. And JJ's a beautiful girl. I don't knock people. I saw a woman that had said just that on TikTok that I forgot she's it was some name to it, but hers became like just flat, like the muscle was gone or something, and she had her breast implants and lifts because they dropped and they were gone. So she did
Yeah.
double that, and it helped her confidence. And she said she didn't feel like a woman without her breast, and I can understand that. And that's why women that have had breast cancer, that have had to have mastectomies, I can understand feeling like you lost a part of your identity. That it must be a horrible thing for a woman to go through because you don't realize, it may sound superficial, but your breasts are a part of you as a woman. As much as your arm may be a part of you, it is a huge part of a woman for me. Because I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I know for me, my breasts are a huge part of who I am. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine that happening. Um, and it must be devastating. So I have a lot of respect for women that have dealt with that and undergone that because I can't imagine having to go through that. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, that's terrible. I wouldn't want to either.
Exactly.
I've had them done twice, and I
Mhm.
think because you're supposed to every 10 years, like you go
Oh,
for like a
okay.
change. you go for like a change out, I guess. like,
Like an
like a
oil
tune,
change.
like a yeah. You go and you get them like So the first time I had them real big, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm really thin, and like I was lopsided. So then, I
I'm
mean, not
surprised you didn't
lopsided.
fall over. You know how that thing that you punch and it comes back up? Pop.
They were
You were
very
like a
nice,
flotation device.
but yeah. So then I wanted to get them smaller. So then my
Right.
husband said I bait and switch.
Right? You got me with the
Because he
bigger ones.
met me, yeah. Yeah. So then I had them made a little bit smaller. And now when I go back, I think I may not do implants, and I might just have them um just made like an explant and made normal looking. I don't know. I'll talk to my doctor. He better make them look normal
It's
looking
almost time
anyway.
for you to go again. Hey, Pamela Barr.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, it's over 10 years now.
Oh,
And it's been
wow.
like 12 years since I had them.
Yeah, and I agree, juror number six. Whether someone is thin or heavy is irrelevant if they are healthy. We are
Yeah,
fed all this by corporations telling us what we should look like. Be happy and healthy because life is way too short. And I agree.
it's true.
And I
Yeah,
agree. As long as you're healthy, as long as you're not getting high cholesterol, diabetes, um, you know, whatever, right? Because again, being too thin, you may not be getting the nutrients, you may not be getting calcium, you could be damaging your bones. So it goes across the board. It's not just for people that you may think have extra weight. People that are too thin as well may have iron deficiencies, calcium deficiencies. So as long as you're healthy and you're
right.
good with that, that's the most important thing. I 1000% agree. Definitely. I've always been thin. Now it's affecting my health bad. Doctors are not happy, but I can't gain weight. You see? And I didn't even read that. You see? So I think, I don't know, maybe, damn, you know how they can try those shakes? You must have tried all of that, I guess, Pat, right? I don't know. I haven't ever been thin. I've been fit. But during my addiction, I was very gaunt looking. Yes. I was too thin. I'm telling you, my stepmom took a picture of me to show me what I looked like at 97 pounds because I was wearing like little legging shorts, thinking I was the shit with a form-fitting t-shirt. I must have looked like Skeletor's wife, thinking I was cute as hell. My mom was like, girl, you look like death, girl. You are too skinny. I'm like, you crazy? I'm the shit. She's like, yeah, let me take a picture.
I'm
Yeah,
the shit.
yeah. And when I saw
Like,
that
Mom, do
picture,
you see this? I'm the shit.
what? I was like, I'm the shit. Everybody want to be like this, girl. No, they fucking don't. No, they fucking don't. I looked deathly. My damn wrist, holy shit, was like the skinniest. I don't have big wrists, but my wrists were ridiculous. Ridiculous. I could still put my finger on my wrist, but they were like scary, scary thin. Hey, Black Cat Music. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, I think that's crazy. But we're about to end because Savage is about to begin. Again, anybody that came in late, Savage Speaks. If you're not subscribed to her channel, she did originate on IG. She does IGs. She started uploading her IGs to YouTube. They're hilarious. They're funny. She has a great sense of humor. She's actually going live at 7, and she's I think at 800 and something the last time I checked. Let me check real quick. Oops, I think she already began. Oh shit, let me see. Is she live already?
Yeah, it was 7 o'clock.
Yes, she's
Mm-hmm.
live already. And she's
Yep.
at 850 subscribers. So if you guys can go, her live is pinned right to the top of the chat here. Go give her a sub. Go into her chat and say, hey, how you doing? Selfie and JJ sent me because we're about to go up in there and show her some love. We're trying to get her to 1K. We love her. She's funny as hell, guys. She's funny. And she's telling her story of what she's gone through with Jen Bailey. Um, so I'm gonna go watch it. We will be back. Well, I'll be back Sunday. If JJ's feeling well, I would love for JJ to come up.
Yeah.
Um, and we're gonna have our regular Sunday chat. And
Yep.
yes, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Body
Yes.
image is huge, thin or thick. Yes, yes. Love you guys. My wife had both breasts removed from ovarian cancer spreading. Oh my God, Black Cat
Yeah.
Music. I am so sorry.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry. And hi, Chronic Space. So please, 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 please go. Hey, Megs, my beautiful Megs. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. Yeah, and oh my God. Anyway, Megs, we're gonna talk about that Sunday because I saw some stupid ass comments. I didn't know who had made those comments about you with the incest and the butt, cleaning. And of
What?
course, when I saw who it was, I should have known who it was making those damn comments. They just come in at Megs because she's our friend, straight up. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna go to Savage. We was just fluff, 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 fluffing for her. I love you guys as always. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Hoggets, for renewing your membership. Thank you for gifting the membership. Um,
Yes.
and Welsh, congratulations on getting that. So what I'm gonna do is hopefully I'm when I send the stuff to Diamond Eyes, I'm gonna see if maybe she wants to share what she's gotten. But I'm gonna leave that to her. And if anybody is interested in sending her anything, maybe reach out to her or something. I really don't want her address everywhere, but it'll be okay. We'll figure out some way because I think she deserves it, and especially the Nana deserves it.
Yep.
Um, and so thank you to everybody that sent her stuff. That's an amazing thing. My heart is overwhelmed, overwhelmed. And I love you guys, and we'll see you Sunday. Si Dios quiere, God willing. Nos vemos el domingo. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you Sunday at 5 o'clock. I did like this, 10 o'clock. No, 5 o'clock. JJ, I hope
Yes.
you continue to get better. I love you so much, Manita. I've
Thank
missed
you,
you.
Mama. Love you. Miss you too.
See you guys Sunday, okay, guys? Be here. Don't play with me. And please hit the like. It helps my ego. I can't see the dislike, so love you guys. Have a good night, guys. Let's go over
Bye,
to Savage.
everybody. Let's go to
Everybody, over to
Savages.
Savage. Love you guys. Have a good night.